for the greater glory of Greece. He is Alexander the Great. In the 4th century BC, Alexander rules more than half the known world, but it's not enough. He wants more. Hungry to expand his empire, Alexander looks forward to his newest conquest, India. All that's preventing the Greek leader are 2 immense rivers and 750,000 Indian soldiers. 331 BC, the Battle of Arbela. Nearly 50,000 Greeks fight their longtime enemy, the Persians. For hundreds of years, these 2 superpowers have spilled each other's blood. The Greeks are outnumbered 2 to 1. But on this October day, they emerge victorious and change the course of history. Some say Alexander's pedigree destined him for greatness. They believe he's a descendant of Hercules on his father's side and Achilles on his mother's. Alexander's empire now stretches from Greece to Egypt to modern-day Afghanistan, one of the largest in the history of the world. It takes 2 months for Alexander to reach the Hydaspes River. He leads 23,000 infantry and 9,000 cavalry, a loyal, committed army. Many have been with Alexander from the beginning, drawn by the power of his personality and his dreams of glory.
They fought for honor and individual glory, and all their myths were of great warriors, from Agamemnon 1,000 years before to Achilles and Hercules. All of these are great warriors. They get everything because they're great warriors. So essentially, being a hero for Alexander, being a professional warrior, perpetually seeking more and more glory, I think psychologically became what amounted to a way of life.
He has under his command about 30,000 infantry troops, 2,000 cavalry, and 300 chariots. But he's got one thing that neither Alexander nor the Greeks have ever seen.
He has 200 war elephants ready for battle.
He does. He takes a force of some 10,000 infantry and about 6,000 Greek cavalry and another 1,000 horse archers, light cavalry, and moves it up the bank 17 miles.
Alexander is crossing now 17 miles upriver. 10,000 Greek infantry, 6,000 heavy cavalry, and 1,000 light Asian horse archers all throw themselves into the wild river. The raging current tosses the Greeks' flimsy, collapsible boats. Hidden behind the first island, they discover another island. The Greeks still have 2 more crossings ahead of them, and time is running out.
Now Porus faces a dilemma. His scouts say Alexander had crossed the Hydaspes, but across the river from his camp is a large Greek force.
Faced with this dilemma, Porus makes his decision. He only launches a small force to confront the Greeks who have crossed the river.
By keeping his main force in place, he's basically hedged his bet into thinking the main Greek force is still right in front of him and across the river, and what's coming is a smaller force.
326 BC, the Battle of the Hydaspes River, one of history's most brutal battles, has begun. Alexander the Great's light infantry showers the approaching Indians with arrows. The Greek archers strike with a light, high-tech composite bow. Crafted from animal horns, the bow is layered with sinew from the legs of wild deer or antelope.
Once they're gathered together, almost immobile, that's when Alexander commits his heavy squadrons of heavy Greek cavalry, and they just smash right through the gathered Indian cavalry scattered.
The Indian chariot archers release a torrent of arrows against Alexander's infantry. But a small wooden shield covered with bronze protects the Greek infantry. By now, Porus understands that the Greek contingent across the river is just a fixing force, meant to paralyze him.
The Greek Macedonians, the Greek Macedonians, the Greek Macedonians, the Greek Macedonians, the Greek Macedonians had never seen them in large numbers.
The Indian infantry is twice as large as the Greeks, Alexander knows his strength as cavalry, where he outnumbers Porus 4-1.
But the elephants do have one soft spot, their eyes. The Greek infantrymen attempt to secure their target. Alexander and his Greek killing machine. Alexander and his Greek killing machine. Alexander and his Greek killing machine are destroying the Indian army at the Battle of the Hydaspes River. Alexander spread Greek culture throughout the known world, yet he died yearning to have conquered more.
Macedon is a Greek-speaking kingdom in northern Greece, populated by people using Greek names, Greek months of the year, worshipping Greek gods. Those who live in Skopje and say that that is Macedon and Alexander's homeland are as ignorant and outrageous as if someone were to say that Oxford University was really in Belarus.
Ο Σκοπιανός πρόεδρος κ. Γλυγκόροφ εξέφρασε την ικανοποίησή του για τις συνομιλίες που είχε στα τύρανα, τις οποίες χαρακτήρισε φιλικές και καρποφόρες. Ο κ. Γλυγκόροφ ρωτήθηκε αν θεωρεί το λαό του απόγονο του Μεγάλου Αλεξάνδρου και σε μια μοναδική κρίση ειλικρίνειας απάντησε:
Nije sme Sloveni dojdeni u 6. vek na ovije prostori, nemame nikakve vrske su Aleksandrovata civilizacija.